Obsession starts before a single word is spoken. It begins the moment you enter a space, how you move, how you carry yourself, how the air shifts when you arrive. Most men walk into a room hoping not to be judged, subtly shrinking themselves to avoid tension. That's the energy of someone forgettable. But if you want to become unforgettable, if you want her to feel your presence hours after you've left, you need to reverse that. You walk in like the ground belongs to you. Not out of arrogance, but certainty. Shoulders back, chin level, breath deep and slow. Your eyes scan the room not to seek approval but to observe. Calm movements. No fidgeting. You speak only when needed, you take your time. That's silent dominance. When a man owns his space, he speaks without saying a word. He doesn't chase attention, it gravitates toward him. Your presence must feel grounded, immovable, like a mountain in a storm. That groundedness hits on a primal level. People respect it without understanding why. And women feel it without needing an explanation. Your energy sets the tone before your voice does. If your energy feels full, she senses that you don't need anything from her. And paradoxically, that's what pulls her in. This kind of presence is rare. It's not just posture or tone. It's internal. It's being deeply okay with yourself, not needing to prove anything. When you move slow, speak slow, and hold your space like it's sacred, people lean in. Obsession doesn't begin with attention. It begins with impact, and your presence is the first imprint. Make it sharp, make it strong, make it unforgettable. Obsession is never born in neutrality. It's born in contrast, in emotional tension, in the push and pull of energies that aren't fully resolved. Most men are too agreeable, too available, too predictable. They try to win her over by being nice, by avoiding conflict, by saying what they think she wants to hear. But that doesn't create obsession, it creates comfort. And comfort never makes anyone lose sleep. What drives her crazy is polarity, the dance between your grounded masculine and her fluid feminine. You create that by not always nodding, not always agreeing. You tease instead of compliment. You challenge her ideas, not to be combative, but to show you have your own mind, your own spine. This friction, this emotional contrast, it keeps her intrigued. The mistake men make is thinking being stable means being boring. But obsession requires unpredictability within the container of strength. You give her a sense of emotional safety, but you never become fully predictable. She should feel you're grounded but never fully figured out. That tension between he makes me feel safe and I don't fully have him is what keeps her hooked. It activates her nervous system, and once that happens, you're no longer just a man, you're a mystery she wants to solve. Speak slower. End conversations first. Leave things unsaid. Create curiosity in your absence. This is how you stretch the emotional rubber band. If she feels like she knows what you'll do next, the game is over. But if she can't predict your next move, if she feels both drawn in and slightly off balance, her mind won't stop spinning. That spinning becomes the seed of obsession. Because emotional certainty is safe but emotional tension is unforgettable. Words are powerful, but only when used with precision. Most men talk too much, explain too much, rush to fill silence out of nervousness, and that nervousness kills attraction instantly. Obsession isn't created through volume, it's created through impact. The slower you speak, the more power your words carry. You want her leaning in, not tuning out. When you speak, be deliberate. Let pauses breathe. Let silence hang. Look her in the eye when you talk, and don't break that eye contact unless you choose to. That kind of communication radiates certainty, and certainty is magnetic. But beyond how you speak is what you speak about. Facts don't stick, feelings do. If you're telling a story, don't just say what happened. Describe what it felt like, what it meant to you, how it shaped something inside you. Speak in visuals. Let her walk through the memory with you. When you bring her into your emotional world, you create a mental experience, and that experience becomes a memory she revisits. You stop being just a man and start becoming an emotional imprint. Physical connection works the same way. You don't need to touch her constantly. That screams desperation. Instead, be intentional. A subtle brush of her hand during a story. A single confident touch to guide her through a door. A light graze on her lower back as you lean in. These are the touches that linger, not because they're aggressive, but because they're rare and purposeful. The power is in the contrast. You touch less, but when you do, it hits harder. It's the combination of calm delivery, emotionally rich storytelling, and subtle contact that makes her body and mind remember you long after you've left. That's the formula for obsession. Speak less, say more, and leave fingerprints without forcing your presence. A man becomes truly magnetic when his life is more interesting than any conversation. You can't fake this. If your daily routine is empty, if you're scrolling all day, waiting on replies, clinging to external validation, no woman will obsess over that. She might entertain it for a while, but it won't stick. Obsession grows when your world is already in motion, with or without her. When your life has direction, mission, challenge, and purpose, your energy shifts. You're no longer chasing connection, you're inviting it into something valuable. This is what most men miss. They focus so hard on being liked that they forget to be interesting. You don't need to impress her with gifts or compliments. Show her that you're building something, your business, your health, your mindset. Let her see that your time is scarce, not because you're playing games, but because you're genuinely focused. When she feels like stepping into your life means access to something rare, she lean in. She want a place in that movement, and here's the key: don't center your life around her. She should feel like a guest in your world, not the reason it exists. Take time away. Have your own schedule. Prioritize your goals. When she realizes that your attention isn't on tap, that your energy isn't handed out without purpose, she'll start valuing every interaction more. That's when the obsession begins, not because you begged for her presence, but because you made her earn access to your reality. Your lifestyle should be the magnet. You, the man in motion, the man building, creating, expanding, become the addiction, not through pressure, but through gravity. When your life is bigger than her validation, she chases not just you, but the world you've created. None of this works if you're faking it. You can study every tactic, memorize every step, but if the energy behind it is built on insecurity or fear, she will feel it. Women are emotionally intuitive. They sense when something is off. If you act calm but you're boiling inside, if you pretend to be mysterious but it's just emotional avoidance, she sees straight through it. Obsession isn't created through performance, it's created through embodiment. You don't act confident. You become a man who no longer needs to perform for attention. That means doing the internal work. You develop yourself so deeply that your peace becomes real, not a mask. You learn to sit in silence without needing to fill it. You stop defending your opinions. You stop chasing validation. You start creating more than you consume. You build a world that reflects your values, your standards, your identity. And the more you root yourself in that, the less you need anyone to complete you. That's the man who draws obsession because his presence feels earned, not given freely. You don't explain your absence. You don't justify your distance. You simply let your energy speak. Your silence has weight. Your attention becomes a reward, not a given. And when a woman steps into that energy, when she realizes you are emotionally unavailable to the wrong energy but deeply open to the right one, she starts rising to meet you. That's when she starts chasing. Not because she's playing games, but because your presence feels sacred. You don't become unforgettable by saying the perfect thing. You become unforgettable by living in perfect alignment. That version of you, the grounded, selective, emotionally full version, he's already inside. Strip away the noise, the fear, the performance. Let him lead. And when he walks in the room, obsession isn't a maybe. It's inevitable.